Okay, y'all. It's your girl Barbie J here, and we are talking about that season finale of Tyler Perry's comedy drama, The Oval, season 3, episode 22, Roadkill. Who was the roadkill? Who got run over like roadkill? Who got left in the street like roadkill? Somebody put it down in the comment section because I didn't get that title, Roadkill. Ain't nobody was in no road. I don't know. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed to my channel as of yet, please take a moment right now and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, then hit the notification bell and select all, and it'll let you know every time Barbie J uploads new content to her channel. Then I ask that you smash that like button, write a comment, and share the video. That's subscribe, comment, like, and share. Let's get on with it now. Okay. Oh, okay. At least this one, I think this ended kind of a bit better than Sisters did. I think it was a little bit better. Y'all let me know down in the comment section about that. We still don't know what's going down with Priscilla because it started with her saying this doesn't feel good to her. She's in Allen's apartment talking about this don't feel right. Why did Donald come here? What was that all about? Does he come here often? And she's asking him all these questions. And Alan's looking at her like, I don't understand why you asking all these questions like you just a chef. He's always insulting her. He keeps doing it. And, I feel like she needs to smack his behind right now. And that's not what I wanted to say, but that's what she needs to slap his ass. That's what she needs to do. Because then he goes, well, Donald's the chief of staff and you're just a chef. And he just, to me, is it belittling? I just don't like the way he does that, says that to her. But she's asking all these questions and he's getting all tongue tied. He don't know. I'm not sure. Did he tell you that he was going to be coming here? Did he let you know ahead of time? No. Yes. No. I'm not sure. I was like, oh Lord. So she's asking for all these details. And that's when all of a sudden he remembers when she was asking how many times has he come here? Has he ever come just like this? And he's like, oh yeah, that's right. He did come that time when Jason was here. She's like, wait a minute, Jason was here? Why was Jason here? And he told how Jason came in Ellie's truck and he was trying to choke her and he bust him upside the head with the daggone a guitar and all this stuff. She was like, boy, and when I asking you for stuff, you supposed to tell me everything. Oh, I forgot about it. So she's stating to him, Donald is dangerous. And Alan gets all cocky like he won't hurt me because he likes me. He likes me. She's like, huh? And I'm sitting there going, huh? What do you mean? Say what you're trying to say. He kind of liked me, more than, like then he started talking about he bisexual and all this stuff. I was like, Lord. So Priscilla's like, put your shoes on. We got to go. Because this don't feel right now. I got to go by my gut. He's like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm tired. I'm just going to stay home. She said, put your daggone shoes on now. And, he's being difficult. He finally listens to her. And as soon as they opened the freaking door, she had her gun ready. Grip was pointing his gun at Priscilla. And Priscilla was pointing hers at Grip. So we don't know what's going to go down. That's a cliffhanger. That's something exciting. We want to know what's going to happen. That's a season finale something. You get what I'm saying, y'all? Thank you. I hope somebody understood that. Then we have Nancy. She trying to defend Barry and Richard, you got to understand. And Richard's like, our son is being disrespectful to us. And but I'm worried about him out there alone. He said, boy, ain't nobody thinking about him. Ain't nobody out there. But see, I don't want to go to that. Right. But Hunter doesn't know he's in the house. Let's just say that. And I'm just going to say that part and leave it there. But she said, well, you got that other boy in here. He's disrespectful. He said, Barry's our son. Okay. Richard is like, Richard calls Barry, but there's no answer. He's like, okay, he gonna do that for Nancy. He calls again. And then he finally calls him one more time and Barry answers. And he asks him to come home, and Barry's like, nah, I'm good. I'm staying with a friend. Nah, I'm good. He's still in there. That guy's still in there. Yes, he's still in there. And he's trying to get him to understand what's together, that, it's safer for them all to be together. And he's like, look, I need to run out, and I ain't got time for this. Come on, I need you to come home. I need you to look after your mother and stuff. And he was like, don't put mommy in this, don't put her in there. He said, well, that's what I need you to do. She's getting worried and she's concerned. Well, he better not come near me. He's like, okay, he won't. So Richard needs to run out, and he calls Nancy and then tells Nancy, look, I got to run out. I don't want no mess in here. Try to stay calm. Don't get panicked and all that. Nancy goes and calls Sharon in there and in the kitchen, and she talks to him and said, look, Barry's coming back home. He asked, she said, I'm pleading with you, please do what you can to keep him calm. She said, I don't want no shit up in my house. You know how he and Kareem are, Sharon, and it's because of her. And she's like, okay. And, you know, Sharon she said, well, I don't have anything to worry about, right? She doesn't think the president's going to be bothering her because right now the son is in the hospital. And Nancy's like, I don't know. You know, we don't know about that. And Sharon's like, what do you mean? And she started asking a question. Nancy's like, I don't know who he is or anything about him. Richard don't tell me, but you just don't know because this man is crazy. So she's like, look, just keep Barry calm. That's what I need you to do right now, Sharon. So Sharon's about to say she's sorry again. And Nancy said, don't start with that. I'm sorry again. It's not your fault. Please stop. It's not your fault. So what else happened? We got Donald goes in there to speak to Hunter. He goes to speak to Hunter in the Oval and that's when Hunter tells him that Victoria killed Jason. And Donald's like, what? Acting all surprised and stuff. And I knew in my gut, I said, this fool knows. He knows, but he acts like he was so surprised. And Hunter explains, you know, he's so broken up about it. And he says he don't trust her and wants to move to a different bedroom and stuff. He don't want to be near her. And Donald says, well, maybe she thought she was doing what was best for the situation to protect you. Hunter looked at him like he had 4 mother freaking eyes. He said, what? He said, what? Are you crazy? He says, everyone done lost their damn minds up in here. So then he asked Donald to find out how Victoria did it. And Donald's like, okay, is there anything you need, sir? Is there anything you shouldn't be drinking or anything? Donald's like, yeah, I want that girl and I want some cocaine and I want Kyle. And he was like, that girl is not, sir, that girl is not interested in you. Don't give me that shit. Everybody's interested in money and stuff and power. He said, hell, you'd probably F me if you could. I said, oh, snap. He said that like he knew he was gay. And Donald didn't even address that one. Donald left that one alone. But he's like, this is what I want. I want the woman. I need the cocaine. Now, did we know about cocaine? I don't recall hearing that Hunter uses cocaine, but that's what he was saying. So the next thing he know, he's asking about Grip. Where's Griplin then? Because he can't get Kyle. Where's Griplin? And Donald not telling him that he got him doing something. I forgot how he dismissed it, kind of. And he said, telling him to stop drinking. And Hunter's looking, like, man, please. So Donald leaves out and he said, take care of that. Get me another room. Find out about what Victoria did. Bam. Then Alonzo, Hunter calls downstairs to Secret Service and Alonzo answers saying, Grip's not there. He said, then where is he? He said, I don't know. He said, who are you? I'm Alonzo. He said, get up here now. I'm the president calling. Come now. So he comes up there and Hunter trying to get Alonzo to be more like Griplin and stuff and telling him, you going to sneak me out of this White House and you going to get me we going on a little trip. And he asked him to put on this hat and this t-shirt. But first he said, you know how Griplin does things? Yeah, I know how he does things. Okay, that's why I need you to be like that. And he asks, like, who's your boss? He said, you are, sir. I was waiting for him to say Sam because that's all he kept telling Priscilla. Sam's my boss. I don't feel comfortable being here because Sam's my boss. I'm like, yeah, he really quick said the president was. And he said, you are, sir. And he said, don't you forget it either. And you can't tell anyone about this. He was like, but I need to tell the chief of staff. He said, no, you don't need to tell him nothing. And he's like, you going to get me out of here just like Griplin does. So I was like, oh, okay. But he said, okay, fine. So he asked what kind of car does he drive? And Alonzo said a Prius. And he's like, oh, you trying to save the environment? Alonzo said, I don't know, not sure about that. Well, he said, I'll still sit in the back. So he said he'll sit in the back of that little Prius. So now we have Donald. He goes to speak with Victoria, asking what did she do to her son. He comes in there in her bedroom like, what did you do? And she's like, what? And she's ignoring him. He's like, what did you do? And she's like, the hunter sent you in here. And she's like, what are you, the principal? And now I'm in trouble and all this stuff. She's just dismissing him. And she's like, well, you're the one who gave me the drug. He's like, shh, doing all of that. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. She said, oh, so you didn't tell him, huh? I said, ain't this? I told y'all, I knew Donna was up to no good. He was just as bad. So he asks her to help him with the president because he's having a mental breakdown and he wants drugs and money. She said, yeah, well, that's the stuff he goes to. She said, but I'm not going to F him. You go do it. I said, oh, she did a dig on him. I was like, ha ha. You go F him. Shoot, I ain't doing it. Well, he's like, this is serious now. This is serious. And she's just like working on her sad face. She's like, I'm trying to do my sad face. Look at me. Look at me. Am I sad enough? And he's like, what the hell is wrong with you? So he told her, look, go talk to him now. I need to go home. I got to get home. I know he must have known that somebody entered the house. He could tell there's probably something, alarm set in there or whatever. Because when he said, I got to go home, I said, oh, he knows Lily is there. And he was real strong toned with her. Go talk to that oval right now and talk to your husband. It's going to be surprised when she get there and he gone. Anything. Let's see. What else? In the meantime, we got Kyle and Sam. They're still in the bunker, facing off, and Sam doing a couple of those shots over his head. He said, oh, you going to bleed out, But in the meantime, what happens is now Max and Bobby show up. And Sam tells them to stay low. And Bobby can't, Bobby is like, he's like, I'm shot. And he was going to take him to the hospital, but Sam's like, no, Bobby has to stay because Max will kill Kyle. So Max has to take him and they need Kyle alive. And Max is pissed. He's like, no, I won't do it. I'll stay here and let Bobby take you. He's not strong or something like that. And they was like, no. Because Sam know Max is too close to this. He's like, he's too close to this and he won't do the right thing. And he got that right. So Sam says, I think he has one round left. And Kyle is being, they go out. They get out. He kind of drags him out. He didn't really drag him. He's trying to pick him up. I thought Kyle was going to waste that bullet and shoot at them. But he didn't. So he said, oh, Bobby's like, it's just me and you. And Kyle started being fresh with Bobby. Bobby screwed him before. So he's like asking Bobby to come in the cell. Come on, let's hug it out, baby. And he's like, nah, that's okay. Excuse me. Then Bobby tells Kyle, all I got for you is a hot piece of lead for that ass. And he said, oh, wow, I wish you had something else for this ass. And I said, see, he being all nasty because he know Bobby tore that ass up before. He said, well, that's not going to happen this time or something like that. I said, okay now, all right. But then we have Barry. He comes back home and Nancy babying his ass again and asking, again, apologizing, sorry this is happening to you, baby. Mama loves you. All that. So but thanks for understanding. He said, look, I'm just going to go straight to my room and stay there because he don't want to see them. And that was the best thing for him to do. I said, that's great. Nobody bother him. He don't bother nobody. He don't have to see that mess. Nancy leaves and Sharon comes right around that damn corner and starts apologizing to Barry and saying how much she appreciate him. Come on, hug me. She trying to hug him. He said, look, don't do that. Because he said, I ain't even trying to hear you right now. He didn't want to hear her. And she still was trying to, come on. I really appreciate you. And she trying to hug him on the steps and stuff. And he said, let him hug you. Talking about Kareem. He right there. Because she said, well, he wanted to hug me. He been there right there. You right. He didn't. So he said, well, of course, you know what happened. Kareem comes around the corner. He sees this asking about a bathroom. Is there a bathroom in this house? And he looked like he about to argue because he sees Sharon trying to hugging him. And Barry hugging her back a little bit, but not a lot. But then Dale grabs his hand and said, I'll show you where it is, and drags him away so there's no drama. for Barry's mama, And so Sharon goes, they had that little thing, and Sharon just goes upstairs with Barry, and Kareem wants to leave. Kareem wants to leave. He's like, what am I doing here? He's like, he want to take his chances alone, and he probably should have after what happened at the end. But Dale was like, you don't mean that, and he's like, just go to the bathroom like you said you had to do. Just go in the bathroom. He pushed him in the bathroom in the dark. He's like, well, where the damn light? There's no lights in here. He opened the door, turned on the light, said, oh, thank you. I said, that was so stupid. You don't know what the damn light switch looked like, Kareem? God, give me a break. Then we got Simone and Eli. They get the call from Max, who updates them regarding Sam getting shot, and he's in the hospital. He's doing okay, and Kyle got a gun. He's like, how? They gave it to him, but why would they do that? That was a dumb question. Why you think they would do that, Eli? To get rid of Sam, to oust Sam, to kill Sam, to hurt Sam, what? Take him out, to take out Sam? So he said, I got to go back to the bunker with Bobby. He said, do I need to, stress or remind you how important it is for him to stay alive? I need Kyle alive. He said, I get that, sir. Yeah, but do you understand it? I said, you're right, because Max is losing his mind. I thought Max was supposed to be like a army person as well, like been in a military person where you follow rules and laws, and you gotta, I don't know. He almost like off the deep end, really. So he said, yes, sir, I do. And Eli tells Simone, he hangs up, and Eli tells Simone what just happened, what's been going on. So he wants backup for Max and Bobby, and he wants a man on Sam in the hospital, which makes sense. There should be a somebody at Sam's room, especially if they were trying to kill him. So she's like, well, who you gonna call? Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters? No. She's like, who can you trust? There's nobody you can trust. She said, they're gonna have to handle it on their own. They have to. And he's like, oh my gosh. She said, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. And then they show Max with Sam, and he's asking him to call Richard. He's like, oh, like I need to leave. He wants to hurry up back. He said, look, I need you to call Richard. So in case something happens to me and I don't make it, he could call my wife. He need to call Priscilla, but Priscilla having her own standoff still. We haven't seen her anymore in this episode. So Sam, please with Max, please don't kill Kyle. If you kill him, we have no case without him. And Max is like, I can't make any promises. I said, come on. But he calls Richard, and he lets him know. He puts him on the phone, and he's telling him, you need to get to the hospital. He's here now. Get here ASAP. I have to leave, and Sam is here. He wants you, or something like that. And Richard's in his car, hitting the steering wheel like, damn, like, what is going on? I said, I'll tell you what's going on. The president's showing up at your house. That's what's going on. But then they show Lily. Lily just as stupid. You know what, y'all? Lily just as stupid as they come. And I can't take her sometimes. So she's at the house. She all dressed up in her new wares and stuff. And she takes look like she opens a safe and takes out some cash and other things. And she's putting them in a big black duffel bag or something. And, then she hears Donald come in the house. And she tried to tiptoe over to a corner. And he's like, no need to hide because I know you up in here. I said, oh, you in there. He knew just where she was. There's probably an alarm on that safe, too, that she went in. So she steps out, and she's talking big crap and give me the keys to your car. And he's like, huh? You know they could track this. I'm like, she's so dumb. They could track his car. And he said, you think you fell for it because there's no Secret Service around? Like you thought nobody was going to be here? He said, that was just a setup, And so she was doing too damn much talking for me. I was like, shut up, Lily, and focus. He running off with the mouth and saying all these different things. And step back. She was getting real close to him. I thought he was going to snatch the gun from her or something. I said, you doing all that smack talking, and you ain't got on no damn bulletproof vest. So he finally put the car keys down, backed up. She got the gun. She grabs the keys and says she's going to go out the door. He said, don't go out the door. They're going to shoot. He said, bye, love, or something like that. Like, she going to be gone. Because he tried to pretend like Oh, baby, that was back in the past. You gotta let stuff go. It's me and all this stuff. She was like, I ain't trying to hear you. But anyway, she stepped in front of that damn door and got shot. Pop! We didn't see it at first, but next when she fell down, then you could see the blood. I guess they had a hair hiding that spot. Then you saw the blood. And she was like, you mother swing. And he said, I told you. And she shot him like 2 times. Pop, pop. And he was down on the floor. I said, oh, man. See, now, that's a ending. That's a season episode ending for a season finale. That's an ending, TP. And then what else did it end? Oh, it ended with them all sitting on the couch in Richard's house, the three of them. What is it? Sharon, Dale, and Kareem. And Dale is noticing that they're saying there's on these blogs, there's rumors that the son is dead. And he was like, that's a shame, Nancy said, with a father like that. And Honey Hunter comes around the corner and says, what's wrong with me? I said, oh, snappity snap. How did he get in their damn house? He came in through a different door. They used the kitchen door. I guess every house has a front door. He seemed to came in through that way. How come you don't know that? Why your doors ain't locked? Why you goddamn doors ain't locked? It doesn't even make any sense. You're hiding from him. Idios mijos. But the good part is he don't know that Barry's there. They know he have a son, but they don't know Barry's there unless somebody slip up and says, oh, Barry's upstairs. But Barry gonna be there. He gonna hear what's going on. He might just call his father. I don't know. He could save the day. He could be on their good list, on Santa's good list, and his little self. Anyway, that's what happened. I thought it was a good season finale. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. Let me know what you thought about the season finale. Let me know if I missed anything, if I forgot anything. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay? It's your girl. Oh, and I'll see you in the next video. And it has been a pleasure doing these recaps and reviews for you guys for the Oval for the past 2 years. I appreciate you all, and I appreciate your support. This your girl, Barbie J, saying peace.